Time travelers and curious minds to another electrifying episode of Time Roast, where the sparks fly and the legends talk back. Today's guest once tried to wirelessly light up the world, got into a feud with Edison, and maybe even built a death ray. Yep, it's Nikola Tesla.
Greetings from a future I dreamed of. Though, where are the pigeons?
Let's not waste time. Mr. Tesla, you once claimed you received signals from aliens. Can you clear that up for us?
Ah, yes. While experimenting with radio waves, I intercepted rhythmic pulses I could not explain. Naturally, I considered Martians. It was either them or Edison trying to prank me from a distance.
Nikola, if you could invent a joke machine, what would it do?
Simple. It would shock you just enough to make you laugh. That way, even bad jokes would have a spark of humor.
Be honest. If you were on TikTok today, what would your channel be called?
At Electric Daddy, I'd live stream myself powering light bulbs with my hands and frying sausages with wireless coils.
Nikola, what would you say to people who think AC means air conditioning?
I'd say, you're not wrong, but my AC keeps the world running, not just your living room.
Nikola, be honest. Have you ever used static electricity just to prank someone?
Guilty as charged. Quite literally. Once I charged a doorknob in my lab just to see my assistant's hair rise like a frightened cat. Let's just say, science can be a shocking experience.
Shocking content. All right, let's turn down the volts and turn up the question. Let's start our second segment, which is called the critical side. Do you think your ideas were too ahead of their time or just too uncomfortable for those in power?
A bit of both, I'd say. Vision threatens the status quo. My wireless energy threatened the business of selling wires. When ideas outrun profit, they often get buried under red tape and fear.
What frustrated you most about working with investors?
But they often wanted profit today, but my inventions needed patience. Vision is not something you rush. Unlike their checks.
You and Edison had the legendary War of Currents. Was it really about AC versus DC or pride?
Edison was a showman. Brilliant, yes, but he dismissed AC without understanding it. He even electrocuted an elephant to scare people. Meanwhile, I believed in ideas over drama. Sadly, drama sells.
Do you think he stole your spotlight and your ideas?
I gave freely, but the world prefers thieves with charm.
How did you really feel when Edison publicly dismissed your ideas?
Like a lightning bolt struck my pride, but instead of burning, it charged me up to prove him wrong.
Some folks say if Tesla lived today, we'd have wireless electricity and Wi-Fi on the moon. What?
If I had better funding and less Edison, perhaps you'd be streaming this podcast without wires at all.
Savage. Let's plug into some deep science next. Sir, are you ready?
Yeah, I am ready. Go ahead.
Here is our third segment, which is called the Analytic segment. So, Nikola, your notes mentioned wireless energy, drones, and even a worldwide internet. Were you predicting the future or building it?
Both. I saw energy as something that should be shared, not sold. That terrified the businessmen. If my tower at Wardenclyffe had been funded, your phones would need no batteries.
Which of your inventions is most underestimated?
My bladeless turbine. It was efficient, simple, and decades ahead of its time, but it never had the chance to power the world.
Sir Tesla, what about your famous coil? Is it science or sorcery?
Pure science, with just a dash of spectacle. The lightning was the marketing.
Can you walk us through the moment you realized alternating current was superior?
It was like watching nature breathe. A smooth, balanced pulse. Direct current was brute force. Mine, a rhythm.
Could your wireless energy concept realistically power entire cities today?
With today's materials and transmission tech? Absolutely. My Wardenclyffe Tower was only a prototype. Imagine amplifying that design with modern superconductors. Cities could glow without a single cable.
Speaking of spectacle, let's jump into the unknown. Hey guys, we are moving to our fourth segment, which is called the speculative segment. Sir Nikola, what would you do with AI, YouTube, and ChatGPT?
I'd collaborate with machines that don't belittle visionaries. I'd upload my blueprints to the cloud, teach electromagnetism via dance tutorials, and maybe, just maybe, build that death ray for dramatic effect.
Sir Tesla, tell us, if you could time travel, where would you go?
To the year humanity learns that energy, like knowledge, is not meant to be hoarded.
If you lived today, what gadget would you redesign first?
The smartphone. To charge itself from the air. People would never fear a dead battery again.
What would Nikola Tesla invent if he were alive in 2025?
A thought-to-electricity interface. Imagine turning on lights just by dreaming of sunshine.
If you had access to modern artificial intelligence, how would you use it?
Fascinating. I would teach it to optimize frequency patterns to harmonize with Earth's natural resonance. Energy, communication, even healing. AI could amplify intuition if programmed with purpose.
Sir, let's close with something from the heart and start our last segment, which is called the personal. The man behind the genius. You died penniless, alone in a hotel room. Looking back, do you regret your path?
Regret? No. I lived by conviction, not convention. I dined with minds, not moguls. My currency was vision.
What advice would you give to dreamers?
Guard your idea like treasure, and never let the world convince you it's worthless.
What would you tell young inventors today?
Protect your ideas, but share your dreams. The world needs both reason and imagination.
If you had one moment you could relive, what would it be?
That night, I saw the northern lights for the first time and realized the universe was already wired.
What do you wish people understood most about you?
That my silence wasn't arrogance. I lived in my mind so much, the world outside felt like an echo. I loved humanity more than recognition. That's why I created, even when no one listened.
Folks, subscribe for more Time Roast, and next week, Shakespeare gets grilled about emojis. See you in the past.